Okay, let's begin. I think we can all agree that if you want to make a game, you can find the material to get started. We all know how to start a project. These tutorials can be in form of free, can be YouTube videos, or they can be paid. We also have schools dedicated to game development. But one thing that is missing from all of these and what is driving us to usually watch dev blogs is, what does it mean to finish a game? What does it mean to go from point A to point Z and publish a game? There are so many little steps that we tend to take for granted or not see that this makes it quite an interesting journey. Hi, I'm Yashar. I'm here to share my experience making my own game. I professionally work as a game designer, but I also make my own games on the side. I kind of wanted to compare my professional experience with my indie experience. I have made much smaller games before, but I was looking for a new challenge. The pandemic hit, I was staying home, and it just meant for me to start a new project. But, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to finish it. I wanted to make a non-hyper casual game while in home office and while on lockdown. I realized I have a lot of time on my hand, and I probably can make a game within a year. Nope, the game is not out yet. No surprise there, I guess. The game is still in progress though, and I am still on my promise on finishing this game. But there are so many learnings on the way to get the project to the finish line, and I'm here to share them. So, let's start the project. So I wanted to tackle topics which I don't get the chance during the day. I wanted to explore and expand my game design skills. So I started to make a list of goals which I'm trying to achieve with this project and what learnings I expect from it. So in the worst case scenario, if this project crashes and burns, I have the ability to share my learnings or have any learning whatsoever from this experience. So the first goal in mind was to expand my design knowledge, things that I don't get the chance to do during the day. I also wanted to explore different mechanics and interactions to achieve the level of agency that is desirable for a good game. So the first goal or challenge was to create a game with no combat. I have never made a game without combat in it. So this was already an interesting topic to tackle. But I will definitely go more in detail in later videos. Second goal that I set for myself was I wanted to finish this in a year. I will have a lot of time now on my hand, I will be home, and every day after work I can work on this project. I think this is gonna be the most interesting part to talk about because the project is still in progress, but it's on the right track. The third goal that I set for myself was I wanted this game to be playable on PC and mobile. This might also mean down the line that this game will not be free to play, but it's a challenge to be tackled on my path, and I would like to learn about this. What is the best way to provide a game as a service? My fourth goal was I wanted this project to be expandable. I wanted my code base to be dynamic enough for me to create some of the mechanics and systems, and for me to easily be able to mix and match and create content for the game. It just made sense. If this project is supposed to be big enough and I wanted to do it by myself, I needed to make systems that allow this project to be maintained by one person. So I set my goals and I started thinking about the game itself. I also wanted to challenge myself here as well. I wanted to start the idea relatively loose. I wanted to start with a direction and find the idea as I develop. I do not like this approach, but I really do believe this was a good learning for me to try something new. So now I'm just gonna give you a brief introduction to the idea. So then in next videos, we can actually talk about it a little bit more and anchor our conversations to it. Again, the idea or the inception of this project happened when we were all going into lockdown. And very fast I was missing going out. But not being able to explore and seeing everyone running for toilet papers, naturally I was drawn into an adventure game with heavy focus on resource management. I suddenly found myself wanting to make a space adventure game and no combat. I also wanted to make it very visually bright and inviting. In this mini world, you manage your ship and you will play some sort of a space miner that you go around and mine different asteroids, find unique rocks to land on and extract unique minerals and craft unique things to sell within this ecosystem of this galaxy system, let's say. And through your journey as a space miner in your lonely ship, you will find new crew members that will help you with your adventures. I don't want to give too much away in this video, but I hope I grabbed your attention enough for you to stick around for my next videos, because I was very nervous making this video. But I'm hoping by seeing my mistakes, you can learn from them and avoid them, hopefully. I am willing to make this sacrifice. So, there it is. I made this my first video. If you stay around, I'll be very happy to share the rest of my experience. If not, I'm glad that you stayed this long. And yeah, we will talk about the rest of the process in the coming videos. Thank you very much.